Have you ever wondered what shaped Nelson Mandela, the man who would become a beacon of hope and inspiration for millions around the world? Born into the Thembu royal family in the small South African village of Mvezo, Rolihlahla Mandela's journey was not an ordinary one. His birthplace, Mvezo, was a world far removed from the corridors of power where he would later stride. His journey from a humble village boy to an icon of democracy and social justice is an inspiring tale of courage, conviction, and resilience. His education at the University of Fort Hare and the University of Witwatersrand marked the beginning of a new chapter in his life. It was at these institutions that he first encountered the harsh realities of racial discrimination and the oppressive regime of apartheid. This was also where he got his first taste of politics, a sphere he would later dominate and use as a platform to voice his opposition against the unjust apartheid regime. While studying, Mandela worked as a lawyer in Johannesburg. However, it wasn't long before he was drawn into the vortex of political activism, a path that would define the rest of his life. His commitment to the cause of justice and equality led him to join the African National Congress, or ANC, in 1943. The ANC, with its vision of a free and equal South Africa, resonated with Mandela's own beliefs. Mandela's early involvement with the ANC was marked by his co-founding of the ANC Youth League in 1944. This was a testament to his belief in the power of youth as agents of change. His passion and dedication soon propelled him to the forefront of the anti-apartheid movement, setting the stage for his future role as South Africa's first black head of state. As we can see, Mandela's early life and experiences greatly influenced his future actions and beliefs. His journey, from a small village in South Africa to the world stage, is a testament to his indomitable spirit, his unwavering belief in justice, and his unyielding commitment to the cause of equality. What would you do if your people were suppressed and treated as second-class citizens in their own country? This was the harsh reality that Nelson Mandela faced in South Africa. The National Party's white-only government had established apartheid, a system of racial segregation that privileged whites over the black majority. Mandela, an anti-apartheid activist and a lawyer by profession, knew that this was a battle he could not ignore. Mandela's commitment to the overthrow of apartheid was unwavering. He joined the African National Congress, commonly known as the ANC, in 1943 and co-founded its youth league the following year. This was a time when the winds of change were beginning to blow across South Africa. The fight against apartheid was gathering momentum, and Mandela was at the forefront of this movement. Mandela rose to prominence through the 1952 Defiance Campaign and the 1955 Congress of the People. The Defiance Campaign was a large-scale, non-violent protest against apartheid laws, while the Congress of the People was a significant gathering that adopted the Freedom Charter, a document that outlined the core principles of the anti-apartheid struggle. Mandela's leadership in these events cemented his reputation as a dedicated and fearless fighter for equality and justice. However, Mandela's anti-apartheid activities did not go unnoticed by the authorities. He was repeatedly arrested for what they termed as seditious activities. But these arrests did not deter him. Instead, they strengthened his resolve to fight the oppressive system of apartheid. His courage and determination were an inspiration to many, both within and outside South Africa. Influenced by Marxism, Mandela secretly joined the banned South African Communist Party. Though initially committed to non-violent protest, he co-founded the militant Umkhonto we Sizwe in 1961 and led a sabotage campaign against the government. This move marked a significant shift in the anti-apartheid struggle, signaling that Mandela and his comrades were willing to take drastic measures to achieve their goals. Despite the adversities, Mandela remained steadfast in his fight against apartheid. His story is a testament to the power of resilience and the unwavering pursuit of justice. It reminds us that change is possible, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. And most importantly, it teaches us that the fight for equality is a fight worth fighting for. Can you imagine spending 27 years of your life in prison for standing up for what you believe in? This was the reality for Nelson Mandela, who was arrested in 1962 and slapped with a life sentence after the infamous Rivonia trial. Mandela's life in prison was far from easy. His days were filled with hard labor, limited communication, and sparse living conditions. Despite the hardships, Mandela remained unbroken, using his time behind bars to further educate himself and the other inmates. He continued to be a beacon of hope, not just for his fellow prisoners but for the entire nation yearning for freedom. However, Mandela's imprisonment wasn't just a local matter. It sparked an international outcry, with countries around the globe condemning the South African government's actions. Protests erupted worldwide, demanding Mandela's release. The pressure was mounting, both domestically and internationally. By the late 80s, South Africa was on the brink of a racial civil war. The apartheid regime was crumbling under the weight of internal strife and international sanctions. It was under these circumstances that President F.W. de Klerk found himself in a precarious position. He had to make a choice, one that would shape the future of South Africa. In 1990, de Klerk made a decision that would change the course of history. He released Mandela from prison. It was a moment that resonated around the world. Mandela, a symbol of resilience and resistance, was finally free after 27 long years. His release marked the beginning of the end for apartheid, setting in motion a series of events that would lead to the first fully representative democratic election in South Africa. But Mandela's journey was far from over. His release from prison was not just a personal triumph, but a testament to his unwavering commitment to the cause of freedom and equality. His 27 years in prison had not weakened him. On the contrary, they had only made him stronger. Mandela's years in prison only strengthened his resolve to fight for freedom and equality. His story serves as a powerful reminder of the power of resilience and the enduring spirit of justice. How does a man, once labeled a terrorist, become a president and a symbol of reconciliation? In the wake of a long and arduous struggle for freedom, Nelson Mandela led the African National Congress to a resounding victory in the historic 1994 multiracial general election. Sweeping aside the oppressive shackles of apartheid, South Africa welcomed its first black president. Mandela's presidency was not only historic, but transformative. Mandela believed in the power of reconciliation. He knew that the path to a united South Africa lay not in retribution, but in understanding and forgiveness. To this end, he created the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, an investigative body tasked with unearthing past human rights abuses. This was not an exercise in vengeance, but a way to bring to light the atrocities of the past, in the hopes of healing and moving forward as a nation. His presidency was also marked by his commitment to alleviate the struggles of the less fortunate. Mandela understood that political freedom was incomplete without economic freedom. Hence, his administration undertook significant measures to combat poverty and expand healthcare services. His government pursued land reform, a crucial step towards economic justice for the majority of South Africans who had been dispossessed of their land during the apartheid era. Mandela's policy to improve healthcare was a testament to his belief in the fundamental right to good health for all. His government expanded access to healthcare services, particularly for those living in poverty, and he became a vocal advocate in the fight against HIV/AIDS, a pandemic that was devastating his country. Yet, Mandela's presidency was not about imposing a new order. Rather, it was about fostering a spirit of unity, tolerance, and mutual respect among all South Africans. He was not just the president of the black majority, he was the president of all South Africans, irrespective of their race or political beliefs. Mandela's presidency was a testament to his unyielding commitment to justice and equality. His leadership was not just about attaining power, but about using that power to build a nation where every individual is treated with dignity and respect. Through his presidency, Mandela taught the world that reconciliation and forgiveness are not signs of weakness, but the most potent weapons in the fight for justice and equality. What does it mean to leave a legacy that continues to inspire generations long after you're gone? This question is best answered by looking at the life and enduring influence of Nelson Mandela. After stepping down from the presidency, Mandela didn't retire into the shadows. Instead, he took on the mantle of an elder statesman, focusing his energy on combating poverty and HIV/AIDS through the charitable Nelson Mandela Foundation. The foundation served as a beacon of hope, working tirelessly to alleviate poverty and promote social justice. Mandela's dedication to these causes, even in his later years, was a testament to his unwavering commitment to the welfare of humanity. Mandela's legacy isn't confined to the borders of South Africa. He became a global symbol of resistance, resilience, and reconciliation. He was a beacon of hope in a world often divided by racial and social injustices. His life's work has been recognized globally, with over 250 honors attributed to his name from countries far and wide. Among these numerous accolades, one stands out: the Nobel Peace Prize. Awarded in 1993, the Nobel Peace Prize was a testament to Mandela's relentless pursuit of peace and unity. It solidified his place in history as one of the world's most influential advocates for peace and social justice. Beyond the awards and recognitions, Mandela's most significant legacy lies in the hearts and minds of people around the world. His life story has inspired countless individuals to stand up against injustice, to fight for equality, and to believe in the power of reconciliation. His words and deeds continue to resonate, influencing new generations to carry forward the torch of justice and equality. Nelson Mandela's life and legacy continue to inspire people around the world to stand up for justice and equality. His story is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit and a reminder that one person can indeed make a difference.